the perfect definition of what I said. It's hard to keep it once you get it. You got to have that drive.
We're going to take a short intermission. But first, the 145 title belt is on the line. First fighter making their way to the cage. Please welcome Brandon Rollins.
All right, Brandon Rollins, Tap Out Fitness and the Rollins Kickboxing Academy. He's a Fight For It veteran. He's got about 6 or 7 Fight For It fights under his belt. Brandon Rollins is a man who's been asking for a title fight for a long, long time here at Fight For It. He's finally getting it, and he drew, in my opinion, one of the toughest guys you can draw in this region.
8-4 and 4-0. That's a big difference. It's a big difference. But like you said, 4-0, undefeated.
Sandoval has more Muay Thai fights too.
Yeah.
Like, I think he has like 6 or 7 Muay Thai fights as well that aren't included in that kickboxing record.
So that sounds like a really good matchup then.
Yeah. And Sandoval's also like 5-1 in MMA or something like that.
His opponent out of the red corner, welcome, Killer Cam Sandoval.
And that is Kelly Anunson and Winnie Anunson in the corner of the Battle-Born Jiu-Jitsu team that Cameron Sandoval represents. He moved across the country with them to kind of found this school and found this team, fight team here. And they're based out of High Point, North Carolina, the Triad region. Very close to those Matrix MMA guys. Pretty much every region in the Carolinas is starting to, just have more and more competition, more and more gyms.
I love that. I feel like the Carolinas have such an underrated fight scene.
They do. I think people are finally starting to put some respect on our names, thanks to you, thanks to Brian.
There we go.
Thanks to a lot of people that are putting in the hard work. And there is Sandoval. Let me tell you, this guy's quick as lightning. He is, in my opinion, he's ready to go pro whenever he wants. And if Brandon Rollins can come out on top in this one, he'll be proving a lot to a lot of people. I mean, this is the biggest test of his career so far, not just in terms of what's on the line here, the championship, but the man in front of him. For Sandoval, this is another day at the office. He's coming off 2 amateur title wins for the past 3 months, I think.
All right. Title belt on the line.
See if it goes all 5 rounds, or we have an early finish tonight.
With a record of 8 wins, 4 losses. Fighting out of our Rollins Kickboxing, it is Brandon Rollins. And his opponent standing 5 foot 10 inches tall, looking to stay undefeated in the cage with a record of 4 wins and no losses out of Battle-Born MMA. It's Killer Cam Sandoval.
All right, 145-pound title for kickboxing.
On the line.
On the line at last, our main event of our kickboxing portion of our card. And you're going to want to watch this one with a close eye, ladies and gentlemen.
And don't blink.
Do not blink. Do not blink.
It looked to me almost as if Brandon kind of wanted to feel it out for a second, and then Cam's like, yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's not that kind of fighter. At least from the 2 or 3 fights that I've called of his, he is an early starter, this Sandoval is. Rollins does tend to get better as the fight goes on. I will say he does get, especially those later rounds when most people get tired, he's not tired. But I think he's up against someone who is probably not going to get tired.
I mean, you can just tell by looking at Cam that he's very, like you can just tell he's in great, phenomenal shape.
For sure. Looking like T-Flex out there. Sandoval looking for that shot. Rollins gives him 1. Sandoval takes 2.
Beautiful overhand under to the hook. It was a phenomenal combination.
Rollins is doing a good job going forward.
Nice. I'm such a fan of, like, not that uppercut, but the up jab, like when you throw it up. Like,
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite punches ever in my arsenal, so I just seen him throw that. I'm a fan of that. Oof. Quick
Sandoval's
hands.
quick. His hand speed is very quick. And he's definitely going to be better in the clinch. He's a great
Strong.
grappler. Rollins pushing him with the leg kicks. I think the leg kicks are a good investment early. If you're planning on taking this into the later rounds and tiring him out, there we go. That's what I really wanted to see in this fight, was Rollins throwing that straight down the middle, that front kick to the body, because it's when Cam really gets going that you're going to have a problem with him, and stopping him from coming forward with that front kick is a great idea.
I'm definitely really enjoying the way they both played out that first round. There was definitely really good exchanges, but neither of them were just like balls to the wall, to put it mildly. No balls to the wall.
I like that Sandoval was in no hurry.
Yes,
he was
exactly.
he was throwing hard, but he's not in a hurry to find shots that weren't there. Legendary UFC pioneer for this region there, Marcus Paul Davis in the corner of Rollins. That's been his head coach for many years now, his main guy for many years now. Marcus Paul Davis calling for Rollins to push the action forward a bit more. Make him fight you is what he says over and over again. Make him fight you. And there is that school of thought, right? Like you're fighting his fight, and you need to make him fight your fight.
I feel like that's so important to tell a fighter before they fight. You know, make it your fight, set the tone, set the pace, make them come to you. Nice couple
High
of
guard
shots.
for now Sandoval with one down the middle for Rollins. Outside leg kick. The power from Sandoval is a factor. Rollins with some nice cage work here, waiting on Dale to come in. Nice kick.
I wish Rollins would just cut him off more and have his back against the cage, just like we were talking with the last fight.
Right.
He had him, but he let him out, and now he's got his back to the cage, and Sandoval could just push him right back, cut him off. It's a dangerous place to be.
Nice push kick there again. It's been probably one of the most reliable strikes, and it certainly saved Rollins' head a couple times too, coming in on that line. Strong outside leg kick.
Another one.
Cam throws those with intent.
Nice push kick.
Definitely a different pace than most people are going to be used to.
That was a beautiful head kick. Nice head movement. That's beautiful head movement.
Very nice job avoiding the punches. Sandoval with one right down the middle. Brandon Rollins ducking again. Nice little boxing action here. When it is in close, it would seem that Sandoval has a marginal advantage on the outside, but when it gets in close and it's boxing versus boxing, Rollins is actually holding his own very well. It's those leg kicks that are going to be a problem as this fight winds on and on. In this round, we've seen Rollins not go to those leg kicks at all, and Sandoval's landed about 4 or 5 big ones. Great fight so far between these two guys at 145 pounds. Both of them look like they could go another 7 rounds. Well, they only got 3 left here.
To me, it looks like this one's going the distance.
Potentially, yes. I think that Rollins did get hit a little bit with the leg kicks, and that will slow you down. And if you get slow enough, you can really find yourself hitting some very big and hard shots from a guy like Sandoval.
Guys, come on, there you go. We need to push these guys. Let's make some noise. Title belt on the line. Cheer your fighter on.
All right, round 3 between Sandoval and Rollins. Coming your way right now for the 145-pound belt. Keep your eye on Brandon Rollins' lead leg as the investments from Cameron Sandoval continue. Nice switch, but the switch comes at just the wrong time.
We got a timeout in the ring.
Neutral corners. Now, Brandon and Sunshine, they have a very close relationship. I think that most of his fights have been reffed by Sunshine, and I know that a lot of his tournament fights have been reffed by Sunshine. He knows him very well. All right, let's see if we can restart this.
Here we go, back to action.
There we go. Sandoval showing some feinting with that lead leg again. Rollins buying himself some real estate here, pushing him back further to the cage. Like the adjustment from Sando.
Oof, just misses.
Ooh,
Nice hook.
big hook there from Sandoval. He's starting to find his range now on the punches. The boxing was kind of even. Now it seems that Sandoval's finding his timing and his range.
Nice combination. Until Brandon's just really putting it all together.
Rollins takes another one down the middle. That was kind of his strike when the fight started. Now Sandoval has really taken over the fight with mostly that kick and the lead leg kick. Nice check from Rollins. Defensively, very sound from Rollins, but now he's having a hard time getting any kind of offense of his own going. Mouthpiece is out. Yeah, hate to see it.
Gotta rinse it off. I gotta rinse it off.
Dale's like, no, the protocol. The protocol.
It was almost like for a brief second, he's like, I don't care, stick it back in my mouth.
Dale's like, we just got rid of COVID.
Everybody just getting in. Come on, grab yourself a seat. You're welcome. Hey, don't forget about the Fight For It app. Download it. Take your phones out right now. Download Fight For It app. Here we go. Back to action in the ring.
Sandoval running straight forward. Onto that kick. Brandon Rollins takes another one down the breadbasket.
Nice.
Close fight
Good
so
little
far
flurry
here.
from both.
Both these guys need to make a statement at the end of the round, really. Round 3 in the books. A lot more competitive of a fight than I was suspecting we would get. Brandon Rollins is hanging tough in this fight right now. I think he's trying to invest in these last 2 championship rounds here. I think he was kind of waiting
To save, conserve his energy for the
There you
last
go,
2.
Kelly. Got that.
I know this is his first time
Round
going
number
this many
4.
rounds.
Let's get it. Title fight on the line.
championship rounds coming up. Rollins in the blue gloves, Sandoval in the red. This is for the 145-pound belt for Fight Forward's Kickboxing. Sandoval's easily a guy who could jump over and challenge for the 45 title, depending on how things shake out with that tonight in MMA. That's what Rollins needs. Rollins is doing great when he's backing him up. As long as he can keep him backing up, he can keep himself in this fight and score, win rounds. He's got to bank these last 2 rounds if he can't finish them.
This is where it really counts. These are the deep waters. When you're in the last 2 rounds of this title fight, he's got him up against the cage.
Yeah, he's got to make Sandoval work. He's got to make Sandoval work. Nice job by both guys here. Nice exchanges. Really good exchange from Cameron
Very
Sandoval
good technical exchanges. That's what I like about it. It's not just a brawl. It's not wild swinging. Very technical, calculated, inside the phone booth fighting.
And both of these guys are
Nice
keeping their
hook.
composure. Wow, that hook was really problematic. It landed clean across the jaw for Sandoval. But Rollins wears it well. Brandon Rollins been in a lot of fights where he's gotten hit that hard before.
Inside leg kick.
Now he's checking those kicks, those lead leg kicks, which is exactly what he needs to do, because I think that if he just let those keep landing like they were in the first 2 rounds, he might not be able to walk by the time the morning comes tomorrow.
Oof.
Big head kick from Sandoval.
Big head kick.
Sandoval now forcing Rollins into a defensive state. Rollins really needs to try to maintain his offensive presence here. I think that's what's kept him in this bout.
Kick to the body.
Kick to the body from Sandoval, lands on the strong side. Very, very quick technique there. I mean, like I told you,
Nice
this
right
guy's fast. Even in the 4th round, he's fast. And that is round number 4.
I've seen no waiver in his speed throughout this whole fight. It's looked the same as it has in the first round. I think Rollins is starting to slow down a little bit for sure. The power's kind of starting to come off a little bit, but now it's the last round. This is where his corner's going to go over there and say, hey, do you want the belt or not?
He's having trouble stepping on that lead leg with all his
Yeah.
weight, too. You can
Oh
tell
my-
at the end of the round, he just kind of like wobbled a little bit as he walked back to the corner.
After all the inside and outside leg kicks, I would be wobbling too. Ooh, we look good.
That was a good one.
The final round of this 145-pound title fight. We've got Brandon Rollins and Cam Sandoval, and it all comes down to this.
Yeah, definitely a competitive fight, too. I think that there are many ways you can see this fight. I think Rollins has won a round at least. I think Sandoval's got a couple in the bank. Very interested to see what happens here in this 5th round.
You know, the way the judges have been going tonight, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
True that, true that.
He backed him up in the cage. Oh, that was a beautiful angle cut. Nice sweep.
Tough sweep.
He's just like, he's so strong.
He is strong.
And it almost seems in a way like Cam is like, he's turning on right now. Like that he's like really starting to get heated up. Like
right.
heating up, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, he's being forced to, kind of fight a little bit more because Rollins.
That hook.
I think Rollins kind of knows he needs to press this one, and when he's pressing it, Cam's like, I got to throw hard to kind of make him back up.
A nice hug. Dude, those combinations are beautiful.
They're both ripping from that position too. Like they're both trying to swing to the body hard from that position.
Knee to the body, that one hurt a little bit.
Yeah, big knee to the body on Brandon Rollins. Kind of rocks him off balance.
That's a leg kick.
Man, what a fight. What a fight. But it looks like
Killicam is putting it on him.
the punishment's just adding up in this 5th round. Brandon Rollins has done a great job to avoid most of the damage leading up to this 5th, but now it's too cumulative. It's too much, too fast. The lead leg, especially for Rollins, is compromised.
Final 10 seconds. Nice head kick.
Oh, Sandoval with a great uppercut there at the end of the round.
I think we know how this one's going.
Yeah, we'll see, Killer B. We'll see.
Stranger things have happened. What a phenomenal fight between Killicam and Brandon Rollins.
All right, fighters, to the center of the cage. Your winner out of the red corner, Killicam Sandoval, improves his record to 5-0.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Killicam. So, man, I called your last fight at Conflict MMA. You won an amateur title MMA. Here you are, like 3 weeks later, winning another amateur title, kind of becoming a like a monthly occurrence for you. How'd that fight feel for you?
It felt good. I trained hard. I got a great coach and a great team. That's how it's supposed to go with us. We work our ass off to show out like that.
Yeah, man, I know that you're with Kelly over here in Battleborn. I know that you moved basically across the country to pursue this combat sports dream of yours. What's it mean to, like, come over here from all that way, get with a team like this, and basically make it your everyday life?
It means the world to me. I left my family, my best friends, my little sisters,
I'm going
a
to
team that I
on the
created
girl
down in
fight.
Reno. So it's been tough, but I know everyone back home knows this is why I'm here. I'm here to win titles, here to win fights, take every opportunity that I get, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm just really thankful to be here.
Yeah, man, speaking of opportunities, like I said, an amateur title 3 weeks ago in Charleston, another one here tonight in a completely different combat sport. What's next for you, man?
Shit. Whenever coach tells me to get a fight, I'm going to take it. That's how I do things.
You stay ready?
Stay ready. Always ready to go. I feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the whole country at this weight, and I believe that. I'm not scared to take on anybody in the country. Me and coach have had the conversation. We're willing to fly back home, fly north, fly south, wherever it takes for us to fight the best fighters, because we want to be the best, and to be the best, you got to beat the best.
No, that's right. Ric Flair said it, so you know it's true. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the new 145-pound kickboxing champion for Fight 4, Killicam Sandoval.